Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Heroes webinar. Today is Sunday, the 16th of March, 2025. And my name is COMMENT. I'm speaking to you from the United Kingdom. And of course, if you are new here, we are running on numerous channels, whether you meet us today or some years later on, whatever we're discussing here is very valid and useful. Stay tuned and discuss this with us. So the topic for today says change is inevitable. So what we need to do is embrace it to be able to have a successful future. But before we go on, guys, we operate here. First of all, it's a business we are in, but then the greater part of this is the family that we are, it's the humanitarian movement that we are. And at this point in time, we always love supporting people. One of our sisters, Julie Pierre, her daughter is not feeling very well and she needs emergency surgery. We are going to play a video, very short video, so that you see the information. If you can share, you don't have to be part of this business. You just have to do that out of goodwill. It's just a young lady. She's in her 20s. She's struggling with this problem and needs emergency surgery. And guys, we know that every little drop will make that ocean we need to sponsor this operation. And I think that by God's grace and out of your goodwill, we are going to celebrate her new life. So thank you, Minu. If you can play the video, please.
Give me just a second.
Sure.
Let me go bring it back if you would speak for now.
Okay. All right. So while Minu is trying to get the video ready, Minu, you just give me a signal. I'll keep my eyes on WhatsApp. When you're ready, maybe just say something and I'll see it flash on my screen, if that's okay. Is that all right? Yes. So guys, thank you. Yes, so thank you again for joining. And of course, at some point, we're going to bring up this video. And if it doesn't come, we're going to provide the information. Hopefully, it's showing now. I don't see. Yes, perfect.
Hello, everyone.
So thank you, Vino.
My name is Julie Pierre, and I'm reaching out with a mother's heartfelt plea. My beautiful and vibrant daughter, Chloe, just 26 years old, has been diagnosed with a massive brain cyst. It has severely affected her speech, vision, and ability to walk. She urgently needs life-saving surgery overseas as soon as possible. We are asking for your prayers and support during this difficult time. Any donation, no matter the amount, will help us get her the care she desperately needs. If you can contribute, donations can be made
PayPal, julianapierre17@gmail.com, or John Pierre Zelle account, number 91747433625. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. May you be blessed in return. Julie Pierre.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julie.
All right. Thank you. Thank you again, Minu, for playing that video for us. And again, guys, help us. Whoever sees this, just go ahead and drop something. It's going to go a long way. So we just want to continue with our discussion now. And the topic again, change is inevitable. Embrace it to a successful future. And on this note, I would like our sister Gina Liva to open this discussion for us. Welcome, sister.
Thank you so much, Comfort. Thank you, Minu, for sharing that. Change is inevitable. Embrace it. And, change is constant. It's happening all the time, everywhere. Molecules are moving around. Everything is always changing and morphing. And if we want to purposefully create something, anything, it must be birthed first from thought and then from raw materials, depending on what it is. And it must morph and change over and over and over until the thing desired is produced, from the teeniest little insect to the tallest building. That's the process. Things have to change and change and change and build and morph. And in human birthing, we're creating a new little being. Massive, massive changes go on in the womb, before that thing can come into being. And we wouldn't want any of those particular changes not to happen, right? They're necessary. They're part of the process of bringing a new human into the world. And then it has to be pushed through the birth canal. And that's all part of the process. So even flowers pushing through concrete, they are ever reaching, ever growing towards that next phase. And if they weren't doing these things, if things weren't constantly changing, we would not have the things that we desire. The world would not be ever being created around us, right? So for people to fight those changes is wasted energy, right? It's taking energy away from creating something new and putting it towards something the undesired, right? So there's a great quote by Socrates, and I wanted to read this. It's called the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but building the new. And that is Ashmufara. That is all of us, that we're being asked to release what was, release the past, release any kind of preconceived idea of what this company was going to be, and embrace the changes that are happening right now. We don't know exactly what they're going to look like, but if we embrace it, if we embrace everything, every new thing that Ash is bringing forward for us to consider, we are going to be part of creating and birthing that new thing and not hindering it, not holding the baby in the birth canal, but keeping everything flowing, keeping that support and that focus on the vision of Ash's vision, keeping everything focused on that dream, the new, the future, lifting humanity, keep our focus on that and embracing every single change that happens as a part of it. It has to happen that way. I mean, I don't know how many more analogies we can come up with, and I'm sure people talking today are going to say a few. It is absolutely critical and crucial and part of creating anything is to have those changes and embrace those changes as uncomfortable as they might be as they're happening. And then we are part of the good that's being created. And that's all, that's what I wanted to share on this topic. And I look forward to everyone else sharing. Thank you so much, Comfort.
Oh my God. Thank you, Jean. That was a very powerful introduction there. I really appreciate that. And I'm happy, like your quotation from Socrates, it's really a waste of time, isn't it? Because sometimes we try to fight something that you cannot do anything about. Like our program business here, we know it's an ideology. Fighting it is just a waste of energy. Why not look on the other side, the brighter side, the better side? Thank you, Jean. And of course, let's hear from one of the gentlemen in the house, Andy Burks. Let's hear your thought on this topic.
You know, I knew you were going to come to me, Comfort, especially as I'm still thinking about what the hell to say. But embracing change is something that we all have to do. I bet you guys didn't realize that Thomas Edison, over his lifetime, had created 1,093 patents, registered patents. That's something. But the interesting thing that I found about the mindset and the thought process of this particular gentleman was when he was asked, you know, you failed 15,000 times on creating a light bulb, the guy said, no, actually, I found 15,000 ways that it didn't work. It's just everything is a mindset. Everything has a thought process behind it, and what's happening with what we have and what Ash and his team have created is being morphed. Now we've seen a glimpse of the future. We've seen a glimpse of what is possible, but we are likely to have our socks blown off when he comes back to market, because he's explained that those things could have changed quite substantially. You know, we've seen a video conferencing platform, and we've seen some of these video conferencing platforms that were already on the market suddenly have all these little extras added in. You go, I wonder where you got that from. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not stupid. But the thing is, in order to move forward, you have to embrace change. You have to see the vision. But what is the vision as we see it, and what is the vision to what Ash sees it? Because it's like, if I give you an acorn, what do you see? Most people will see a tree. Okay, so look further. I see a forest. Actually, I see thousands of houses or boats being built, because that one acorn could create, that many vessels or houses or whatever. So, and this is more than likely the process that Ash is going through right now. He's not looking at the small picture, he's looking at the big picture, which means that change is constant, as Jean mentioned. Everything has to change. We get caught up in our own little lives, and we get caught up in this system that simply keeps us in the same loop every day. And we have you ever driven home and you go and you get outside and you get in the house and you go, Christ, I don't remember that, because it's about something that is ingrained in us. It becomes norm. It becomes, what they call subconscious competent. But this is all to do with change, and it's about changing things up, not just with our everyday lives, making something change every day, finding a way to change. Now we've got the company, and the company's doing exactly that. And this, to me, is why it's so exciting, because at the end of the day, we've got a glimpse, and we know less than 5% of what's going on. So when this comes back to reality, you go, wow, because of all these little changes. And we all know that Ash is an absolute stickler for perfection. So all of the products that we've seen before are likely to be in a totally different guise, and that to me is very exciting as well. But if it's exciting to us, what's it going to be like for customers? Oh my God, can you imagine? I hope that helps, Comfort.
Oh my God. I like how it's going so far, so powerful. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. I'm just very excited, guys, because trying to listening to just Andy and Jean already, I've already got so much to say, because I'm already getting that, if something is not changed, it's just static into one spot. And so there's nothing to write home about. Change has to take place, that metamorphosis has to take place for us to have a new thing to celebrate and to show, to make a difference. So, Mr. Mana, thank you for joining, and let's know your take, please.
Thank you, Comfort. Just want to greet everyone. Yes, we are here. The topic is a really big topic, broad. So change is inevitable. Let us embrace it for a greater success. Yeah, that is really true, because if we look at the things in life, from the day we were born, we're just like baby, toddler, and then we move to teenage and adult. Most of the times things change. But if we really want to accept, we say, yeah, change is a constant part of our lives, our daily lives, whatever we do. How many times do women change their closet? The ladies, they always buy new things and they dish out the old, and men as well change. So you look at it, it's part of our lives. So too is technology. Technology always change, because if you are static, things will move ahead. Your company will never grow. We have seen it with different companies like Nokia. They refused to undergo digital transformation. What happened? They sold it to Microsoft. Things happen. If you don't embrace it, you'll be backward. And Mr. Admiral make a statement. He said 2024 was the best year of our company. It was the turning point when they start to realize that maybe we are going to the wrong direction. We need to reroute again, bringing those who are more smarter, So if we look at it very well, yes, the technology have changed, Maybe the approach have changed, but the concept have not changed. And what is the concept of our company? It's about doing less, paying less, ending more with the ability to help humanity. That concept have not changed, but the approach of how they can build the software and everything have changed completely. So we cannot hold on to the old way of doing things. You cannot do the same thing over and over and expect different result. But where we are now, it is bigger and better than where we were before. So we cannot hold on to that, And when we look at the success of this, yes, the company is growing. Mr. Ashmofara is ensuring that the company must be successful, by just giving us the less, what we're supposed to do less, pay less, and earn more, So he doesn't want to rip off. As we also come to the company, started participating, using the tools and services to build our own business, it is incumbent to us not to rip anybody. We need to follow the footsteps of Mr. Ashmofara. He asks us to pay less. So we shouldn't tell somebody to pay more. He asks us to do less. We shouldn't tell somebody to do more. Because together with the company, we will grow. The growth of the company is our own growth, and our own growth is the growth of the company. Remember, he told us there is nothing you can take out of the company, and there is nothing you can add. But all of us can grow in the same length as the company is growing. We are growing the same level, But our knowledge during this time and this change will help us to grow. So we just have to embrace it, because it is for us to be very, very successful. So Comfort, I will leave it there.
Thank you indeed. Collins, I like a reminder when you say Ash thinks that 2024 was the best year. It makes me think, I'm sorry about the noise in the background. There's nothing I can do, guys, bear with me. So it makes me think that change in itself, it's not like sugar leaking. It's not like walk in a park that you have to go over hurdles. You have to beat your body. You have to go through so much. Given what we know, we have an idea what Ash went through last year, and he calls it the best, because that's what's taking us to the better of the version we had last time. And I think we are just in the right place. So let's hear from our sister, Marie Pendi. Welcome, sis.
Good afternoon, and thank you for giving me the opportunity. The concept today is, a change is inevitable, and we should embrace it for our progress, something like that. Of course, change is necessary for life to be abundant, for life to be good, Andy just said something about the light bulb. Gone way back in the how many centuries when Edison started to invent light. He had the vision, the concept is there. Because of the protons, the electrons, the positive charges and the negative charges, that concept has stayed basic. Through that concept, we've had fluorescent bulbs, we've had wind turbines, which have been used for energy. We have the solar panels. These are changes from that concept that he had. So we have to embrace those changes in order for things to be better. You and I we were born and we heard of the Industrial Revolution in our history books, in geography and all that. We had to see the difference, what they used to do, the caveman, how they did things, and how Industrial Revolution came. We had the locomotives. People had to learn how to drive as opposed to walk into a place, even though walking is good. Nowadays, we have different types of cars. We have Mercedes, we have Tesla, we have so many different revolving from changes. So we have to embrace change. Change is difficult and it's easy. You have to adapt. You have to find ways of coping with new changes. And you have to, because that is what drives and propels the change to a better state from where it was. So Mr. Ashmofara has the concept. 2024 was a remarkable a year that he learned a lot. He reevaluated his business model and saw what was going, what was not going well, weeded out all the weeds, and embraced the new changes that he has right now. And right now, because of that change, we are where we are. So I'm going to encourage everybody to embrace that change, support him, do your little coping mechanism to adapt to the change, because each stage, you have to adapt, you have to propel, you have to adapt, you have to stabilize and then propel. And that's where we are. I'm very happy with where we are now. That's the little that I can contribute right now. Thank you.
If that's your little, then I think it's crazy. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Listen, I'm just learning a lot from each speaker, right? I just get from everything she said that since change is constant, there's nothing you can do about it. You need to be flexible to adapt with every change, every situation that comes. You need to change and then just move on. That's how it works. Thank you so much. Mr. Oliver Fonte, are we fine this afternoon?
Yeah, hi, happy Sunday. I hope everybody is doing fine, and we should be fired up in many, many ways, you know. Yeah, change, like the topic is saying that we should embrace it and for the success, for a successful future. Yes, we know people always like to fight back when it comes to changes, you know, and but changes is something that is to better our future, is to better our environment, is to better everything around us. But people always like to fight back, but not knowing that when those changes come, it's going to better our future. Look like the video conferences that we got before. It was really good. We don't know what is coming up, but what we know now, based on what our CEO has been telling us, that our technology is an extraordinary technology. Based on that, we know that it's going to come with a lot of quality stuff. Not only the AI that is embedded in it, but with a lot of other features that we are going to make wow, 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 wow. By so doing, it increases the value. It increases the value of each and every one of our products. Not only that, our customers are going to be satisfied. Remember that he is somebody that knows what the customers they need. Because of the change, the little changes, and now he look at the past. He saw what was there in the past. Now he looks, he has a brighter future now, and he said, okay, this application, we got this. But today, based on what is out now, ChatGPT is out there now, other stuff are coming. That is what he said. They are ordinary applications, but we are going to come out with extraordinary applications. Those are the changes we are talking about, and we are going to cry. Some of us are going to cry because what is coming, based on what he has said, we don't know what is coming, but we know those changes, the world will make wow, wow, and wow. And that value that is going to increase. And the customer service also that he is going to bring to the world is going to put us in a different level. It's going to improve our lives. Our lifestyle is going to change in different ways. We are going to impact people's lives. It's also in different ways, because what is coming, we don't know, but we know that it is going to increase our lifestyle. And based on that, our lifestyle also, our friends are going to ask, what has happened? You now move from this neighborhood, your zip code is now you're on this other neighborhood. Can you show me? Can you bring me in? Please, I'm begging, bring me in. I hope it's something that is legal. Yes, we are talking about technology here. And changes in technology rules the world today. Because if you look around you, your toothbrush is AI, technology. Look at the cars that you're driving, AI, whatever, safety features in the cars. Those are the changes that are coming. And we are coming with a better change in the life that is going to not only better our lives, but everything around us. There is no company that will not come to this company, this our own company, to come and take it. Not only that, the prices that Ash is going to put there in the market is going to hit hard. We are going to, when he said we are going to disrupt the internet, know that the changes that is coming to the world, all the customers, the medium, the heavy size company, they will come to us because of what the price, because he's going to change everything. He is going to change everything, and we will be smiling because we are part of this journey. We'll enjoy it. And the only company that is coming to this planet Earth with humanitarian vision, no company. That is the change we are talking about. Look at just look at us here. Just look at us and we the founders. Chris Johnson and Madi Degamo. Chris Johnson is coming out with birthday. We just announced about Julie's daughter. These are the things that the humanitarian, these are the changes that just among us, we can see it among us. I can pick phone tomorrow and call Mino. I can pick phone tomorrow and call Comfort. I can pick phone call Jane. All of us. Like I was talking with Francine this morning. You know, where she's in Africa, Senegal. You know, Marcia called me. Oh, hey, bro, Oliver. This is the joy and the changes that we are enjoying. Family, that other companies, they don't. So please, Ash told us to dream. We should dream big together for the better of this world. We are a global company all over the world. We will change and impact a lot of people's lives. That is what is in my heart, because I know what I'm going to do. Each and every one of us knows what we are going to do. You know, so I would say that's all I have to say today. Please, we should stay put, and things are getting better. We are there. Thank you.
Right. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. So those who are listening or those who are watching on the top through the top.live, just drop a comment. We'll just stop around to see if we can pick one or two. We share what you think about this topic. And of course, let's hear from our brother Vincent. Welcome, bro.
Oh, thank you, Sister Comfort. Hello, everyone. Thanks also for coming, and thanks to be here, this great webinar as usual every Sunday. We thank you very much. And those who are listening to us also, thank you very much for taking your time and listening to us. What to say, because you guys have said everything. So we're talking about the change. So the change is part of our daily life, because like I say, many of you said it before. So the change is inevitable. So it's something happened to our life. When you change, every day we change. Every day we move on, we change. So sometimes the change can be positive, and sometimes the change also can be negative. But what can we do? The change is also part of our life. So whatever positive or negative, we have to. So this is how we have been living with our life. But when we see today the way the world is moving, the world is also a continuous change. Every single day, a new thing change, new thing happen. So this is also continuous change in this world. So based on that, when you also we link the way the world is moving, and also the way this business also is moving, is a similar thing, because we have to adapt our business to also the way the world is changing, because the world is moving, fast changing. So if we don't adapt, that's changing to our business, we'll be behind, because the technology keep changing, keep moving fast. So that's what Mr. Ash also is doing in trying to adapt this rapid change of technology to this business as well. Because when you see today, when you're talking about digital transformation is a change. If a company refuses to change, you'll be behind. Today, every company in the world, you see that they have a presence in the internet, they have presence in the website. So if you are in this world, you have a great business, you have a good business, you don't have a presence in this world, web world, that means you are again behind. So this is the great change of the world. So this is the same change that Mr. Ash leading his business to. So that's something that we like or not is going to happen, because when you see the great big company, or today, if we want to see all these massive big company, or maybe rich or fortune companies, they are technologies. If you put 100, 8 or 7, they come from technology company. because they are moving, they are adapting themselves the way the world is changing. They embrace themselves. So that's why Mr. Ash also embrace today is business with the latest technology that is changing the world. Today, every country in the world, every government, they are talking about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence they are using in every part or every corner of the world. But look, today, with this business that Mr. Ash is doing, 100% of all the app that is building, all the application, all the system that is put in place is embedded with artificial intelligence. So Mr. Ash also embraced the change. So he knows what is going to happen. He knows what is moving forward, because when we're talking about digital transformation, is there because it's part of what he's doing as well. When you're talking about cyber security, today, this world, we cannot do IT without talking about cyber security. We will get attacked from everywhere in the world. And then something bad can happen to your system anytime. So he's aware of that, he's working also on that. When you talk about also cloud computing, Mr. Ash also is aware of the cloud computing, what is dominating the world now, and then how the world is moving without the physical computers. Before, some years ago, we go into the office, you see physical computers everywhere. But today is a laptop, and even sometimes is a virtual servers. Everything is virtualized. So this is how the world is moving. And Mr. Ash is aware of that, and then is working forward this rapidly change. And then with the latest technology that is also using to move the way the world is moving forward. So he's aware of everything, even about the security system, when the cyber attack, all this is aware, even everything can happen to the system, everything that can happen to the future is aware of that. And then the last topic is also sometimes is doing the humanitarian side. So this great business is also part of humanitarian. So we cannot do business. I know a lot of companies today in the world, they don't care. What they're looking for is the profit. They like or not, you come 9 to 5, you do your job, you go home. They don't care about it. But look at this great business. We here today, we are talking, we are like family, like what my brother Oliver said earlier. We are a great company, we are working together. Today again, before to start, look at the announcement for our sister Julie Pierre daughter. Is also, I know people from this great company, they have a great heart. They will contribute and then they will help our sister daughter. So this is something that never happened maybe somewhere, and or maybe people, they don't do it like the way we are doing here. So it's also a change, because it's also going to change the world. And then some company or some business going to use our example to also to do the same thing. They say, oh, we haven't seen that before, but we've seen a company where people are together, they help each other. When someone have a problem, even contribution $1 each is a lot of money, because we are 1 million plus. So if you give $1 each, the person have a 1 million. So it's going to happen. And then it never happened maybe, or they don't do it like the way we are doing. So it's going to change also the world. And then other people also going to use our example, that great example of humanitarian. They say, oh, this is the way these guys, they are doing. Let's also do the same thing. And then slowly, it's going to go forward, the whole world. And then we're going to change the world, which I knowing that the example coming from us. So again, thank you all for this great job that we are doing here. We may be thinking that we are not doing great, but I'm letting you know that we are doing great. Let's continue that great job, and then God bless all of us. Thank you.
Wow. Powerful. Thank you, Brother Vincent. You just reminded me of our ripple effect again. There's so much we're going to do, and it will affect people either consciously or unconsciously. They're like, "How if they do that, we can do it too, right?" So things will never be the same again. Thank you. So, Sister Maxienne, are you ready now?
Thank you, Sister Comfort.
Sure.
Okay, I have to thank everybody who have spoke before me. Can we change something that is not there? No. We can only change the thing that was there before. We all see what we have some years ago. So if they say change is coming and get ready, you know what it means. Because what you see 2 years ago, that was one of our product. from our platform conference like this one we are using, we all see how it look like. And if our CEO say, let's embrace change, when you look at it, how do you tell me you're going to wash it up and bring it back? How is he going to look? It's going to be very, very much an extraordinary something. And that's one thing with this company, and that we should come to know. For me, the change that our CEO is saying is not really a big surprise, because he have told us even before this time that he wrote it down and put it in our back office. He told us that he was going to be ahead of the technology, 5 years ahead of the technology. Catch me if you can't. That's what he told us. So I am so sure that I am ready. Just like when we grow up, I used to wear a high heel. Plus you age, you start to look at inside the high heel that is little, you do the flat high heel, and you adjust yourself and make sure that you don't fall when you are dancing. So right now, I'm finding my way to adjust myself very well and embrace the change, because I know the change that is coming. I'm upgrading my dream, because I know that the change that is coming is going to be very helpful for me. It's going to be very helpful for my entourage and for the people that I'm trying to change them too. Because all of this, at the end of the day, is the humanitarian part of it that is in this business that make a huge difference. Our brother Collins always said, if you take humanitarian out of this company become like any other one. And we know that those other CEO, they will have something, but are they going to be able to change their heart and do what we are doing? I don't think so. So what we have to do is to get ready to change our heart and make it more bigger and bigger and get to anybody around the globe, because we have 8 billion people online, but we have among those 8 billion, maybe 7 billion that they don't even know what they are doing. They have been duped by other people. So our job now is to put our integrity in the front and take that change and show the whole world that we can still be accreditable. And we are going to have what it takes, because our CEO is doing it for us. So Sister Comfort, I'm just going to say I'm ready for the change, and I'm sure you are too. And thank you, everybody. That's all I have to say for today.
Joe, thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, you remind me, about 2-3 weeks ago, there's something Jean said here, it might not be the exact words, but she said that you cannot solve a problem by repeating the same thing that caused that problem. So Mr. Mufara saw a problem, he's trying to solve it, and then he's doing things otherwise. And so changing stuff like that, things that have been here for centuries, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes effort, it takes everything, and he is doing that. So hands on deck, things are going to be different. So Sister Fumi, the unicorn girl.
Thank you, Sister
Are you ready to
Comfort.
embrace change?
Definitely, constantly embracing change every day. We evolve every day, and things evolve every day. The world is evolving every day. And at the end of the day, we need to evolve with the business as well. So, and our CEO has already prepped our hearts as relating to that, such that we should prepare our hearts. I know there's some people that are not very good with changes, but you see where we are right now in this business, apart from the fact that we're a huge global family, you've already embraced change for starters. So even if you say, I don't like changes, you've already become someone that has embraced the change already by making sure you have brothers and sisters across the globe, across the world, that you've never met before. Some of them you've met them, some you've not even met. So change is already inevitable, in the sense that there's only one place where change doesn't take place: when you go to the grave. But even then, it depends. There is transition. So I would say people should get ready. If you're someone that you think that it takes you time, I wouldn't say you don't embrace change, you find it a bit challenging to embrace change, this is the time that you need to start working on yourself well in advance. We've already been prepped. And so don't let anything come to you as a surprise, because whatever change is going to happen within this business is going to be a positive one. As you know, our CEO is more concerned about, value and also being a blessing. Mother Teresa. So I would say, make sure you work on yourself. The business is going to evolve. Be ready to embrace the change that will come in whatsoever facet it comes. But most importantly, right now, work on yourself. Am I ready? The question you need to be asking yourself is, am I ready for whatever comes from this business? Am I ready to be the Mother Teresa that I've come in to be? Because he was looking for 1,000,000 Mother Teresas. He already has them now. Even if he has less, there's still one of them. So are you at that place? Andy said something some time ago, and I know he's repeated it over and over. There is a way, he said, money changes people. You understand me? But if you don't prep your heart well in advance that this is what I'm going to do, then there's a way when people start having the apples drop into their hands, are they still going to remember the fact that they came in to be Mother Teresas to other people? The things that we can do, we've started bit by bit now without seeing any apples. So are you going to be in a place where you can do more? Are you going to be in a place where you will forget? So I would say people should join hands. As much as we support our CEO, please let us prep our own heart. Let's prep our own mind. Let's prep our own mindset that change is inevitable. Things are going to come out maybe differently from what you are used to. Get used to it. Find a way of adjusting. If you are not sure, brainstorm with other people. Listen, ask other people questions of how they were able to cope with the change. Then most importantly, don't forget the reason why we are here. To be Mother Teresa's. Thank you, Sister Comfort. I'll leave it there.
What a session. Thank you. Thanks so much. I think I agree with you about changing your own self first. You begin by looking inward, because the mission we're on here, you can only give what you have. So what is it that you have in your heart is what you give out to the world. So that was actually, it was powerful. Thank you, sis. So Minu, say
Yes,
something about
thank
this
you.
change thing.
Thank you. Much like nature that evolves with different seasons, and every season brings its own blessing. In a better part of the world, the spring is about to come, bringing new dawn, new life, new hope, and new blossoms. The same as with nature, businesses, technologies, and individuals must embrace change to reach new heights. Embracing change means seizing new opportunities with confidence. In the meantime, so that we stay focused and on track, we could create a blessing board for thankful thoughts and find a reason every day to smile. Stay hopeful, have faith, and as Anthony Hopkins says, remember, no one can override God's plan for us. Thank you.
Indeed, nobody can override God's plan, because what Ash is trying to execute here is God's plan. He is just a vessel that God is using, because he says, yes, Father, send me. Thank you. So before we get spiritual, let's hear from our sister, Gifty.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. Yes, embracing change and knowing that in life there are seasons and times. As we have winter, we will go to spring, summer, and then autumn. That is human life. And this is what we are in, day out. We are not ceased to learn. The moment you cease to learn, it means that is the end of you. That is why we have to embrace change day in, day out. If you remain at one place, that means you are dead, because you don't want to embrace change. That is why our CEO said we should embrace this change. It doesn't mean that the things that he's doing is going to change, but there are some things that he has upgraded for our own betterment. That is why he said we should embrace change. So if some years ago he brought out some things, then you have to remember that in the near future, we are going to be better than what he brought last time. So we have to embrace the change that is coming. We shouldn't remain the same. As a human being, you have to embrace change all the time. Since day one we joined this company, we have learned a lot. Your concept and your mindset that you join the company with, now it has changed. Why? Because you have learned a lot. So you have embraced new things into your system. Because at first you thought, oh, I'm coming in to earn money. But now things have changed because our company is built with a heart. So now your heart is enlarged. When I earn, I'm going to help. That is the change that we are talking about. Embrace it because it is a company built with a heart. And as our dear sister Fumi said, it's a Mother Teresa, because this man wants to extend his hand, but his hand cannot reach everybody. That is why we are here. We are going to help him to extend his hands. That is the change, because you came in with your own bare two hands, but now you have doubled it because someone has extended it with your own to reach out to others. That is the change that we are talking about. We all came in with a little knowledge, but now we have learned a lot. Day in, day out, we are learning. That is the change that we have to always embrace, because if you refuse to learn and trace the path, you will always be behind. But when you open your mind and your heart, you will always receive new things. That is the change that you have embraced as a human being. So we are a company built with a heart. So always we are embracing change to a successful future. Thank you, Sister Comfort. Thank you.
Wow. Listen, I just love the expression that our hearts get enlarged, because everybody know how and why they joined this business. I just wanted to make much money and stay in this house and not go anywhere, and then do all of this stuff. But then the moment you get in and you settle in, you're like, oh, it's more than me, right? So I literally see the enlargement of our hearts. That was a good one too there. Thank you so much. Guys, if your heart has not been enlarged yet, then you are that person resisting this change. It's just a waste of time, because we have to follow things the way they come. So I'm really scared. It feels like I've left out somebody, but I know that I've got two gentlemen, Frank, Marcella, and Serge. They are not on camera, so I'm not sure they're here. So I would let our sister Francine do her beautiful job now. So sis, I know you've got a giant out there to deal with, doing with all the things, with everything at once. So we'll give you time. Take a deep breath. We know you're up to the task. Do it.
Thank you. And I am out of breath, not because of the job, but because of all the rich things I have swallowed now. Thank you so much. Bon, donc nous avons commencé la séance d'aujourd'hui en rappelant l'annonce pour notre sœur Chloé, qui est la fille de Julie Pierre. Chloé a une tumeur au cerveau et nous appelons à l'aide tous ceux qui peuvent participer par la prière ou donner ce qu'ils veulent donner. Vous pouvez avoir les contacts sur la vidéo qui circule, comment donner votre contribution. Merci beaucoup. Le thème d'aujourd'hui, c'est « Le changement est inévitable, embrassons-le ». Donc, beaucoup de choses se sont dites. Pour créer du nouveau, par exemple, ça commence par une pensée. Sans changement consistant, notre monde n'évoluerait pas. Cela demande de l'énergie. Le secret du changement est de laisser aller le passé. Soyons les créateurs du nouveau, du changement et en nous focalisant sur ce qui vient aussi, consacrons-nous à ce qui vient. Cela demande de l'énergie, de laisser le passé s'en aller. Soyons les créateurs du changement en nous focalisant sur ce qui vient, aussi inconfortable et désagréable que cela puisse être. Cela signifie que le changement n'est pas seulement facile, il peut apporter des désagréments que nous devons accepter et apprendre à vivre avec. Ne nous battons pas avec ce qui épuise notre énergie et qui n'est pas dans nos compétences à changer. Thomas Edison nous a été donné comme exemple ce soir. C'est quelqu'un qui a déposé pas mal de brevets. C'est grâce à lui que nous avons la lumière dans nos maisons aujourd'hui. Bien que Thomas Edison ait rencontré beaucoup de difficultés, il est allé jusqu'au bout de ses créations. Alors, quelle est notre vision et quelle est la vision de M. H. Mufare? H, lui, il voit grand et le changement dans sa vision est constant. C'est ce qui met en place une norme, un mode opératoire. Cette partie est très intéressante parce que nous devons savoir que c'est grâce au changement que nous établissons des règles de vie, donc un mode opératoire de fonctionnement pour notre compagnie. Le sujet est certes très large, mais prenons-le de notre naissance à l'âge que nous avons aujourd'hui. Que de changements se sont passés. Cela va également pour la technologie. N'oublions pas que nous sommes dans une boîte de technologie. 2024 a été une année la plus belle selon notre PDG, car pendant cette année 2024, il lui a fallu redresser le cap. Le concept de la compagnie n'a pas changé, mais par contre, la technologie a beaucoup évolué et elle constitue notre cœur de notre entreprise et il a fallu qu'il s'y adapte en 2024. Donc, il nous faut rester dans les pas de notre PDG. La croissance de la compagnie et notre croissance personnelle vont de pair. Pour une vie abondante, le changement est nécessaire. Souvenons-nous de l'ère de la révolution industrielle. Elle nous a permis d'arriver au point où nous sommes aujourd'hui avec les véhicules électriques, n'est-ce pas? Donc, l'adaptation à chaque fois que cela est nécessaire. Monsieur H a pu réévaluer en 2024 le modèle de notre entreprise et il s'y est adapté de nouveau en fixant de nouveaux horizons. Il nous faut donc être flexibles, nous qui accompagnons Monsieur H pour parer. Soyons flexibles pour comprendre qu'il fait tout ça derrière le rideau. Beaucoup de gens résistent au changement bien qu'ils apprécient le résultat qui en découle. Donc, cela est normal, la résistance au changement est normale. Il y a tellement de belles choses qui arrivent, notamment la qualité des produits que nous allons recevoir de M. H. Tellement de nouveautés sont dehors. Notre PDG ajoute de la valeur aux produits qu'il va livrer sur le marché. Cela sera remarqué des autres et nombreux seront ceux qui voudront encore rejoindre notre compagnie. Nous sommes en train de venir perturber l'écosystème du marché existant par ce que nous y apportons. Une vision humanitaire, cela n'est pas courant. Pas beaucoup d'entreprises apportent cette vision humanitaire. Cet esprit familial qui nous anime et que nous expérimentons tous est un changement que le marché classique de la technologie ne connaît pas. Le changement est quotidien et peut être positif ou négatif. Le monde et les affaires nous commandent de nous y adapter, particulièrement la technologie. C'est cela que notre PDG a compris et il s'y adapte. Notamment la cybersécurité, c'est quelque chose de très important à l'ère de l'intelligence artificielle. Le cloud, le monde virtuel sont au cœur des changements que M. H. Mufare maîtrise. Et Donc, cela induit des changements et c'est ainsi que le monde également change avec nous. Mais on ne peut changer quelque chose qui n'existe pas. Si nous n'existions pas, nous n'aurions pas besoin de changement. Si notre PDG nous demande d'adopter le changement, c'est tout simplement merveilleux. Il nous a dit qu'il prenait de l'avance sur la technologie et que quiconque peut l'y rattraper, essaye. Donc, soyons prêts à changer nos cœurs dans l'intégrité pour que nous en profitions tous. Il nous faut évaluer et surtout préparer nos cœurs. Cela peut représenter un défi. Ne nous laissons pas surprendre. Soyons des bénédictions pour les autres. Posons-nous la question, si nous sommes au niveau où nous serons des répliques de Mère Teresa pour les autres. Chaque saison apporte ses nouveautés. Les individus doivent embrasser le changement pour fleurir et se souvenir que nul ne peut changer les plans de Dieu. Les saisons de la vie ressemblent aux saisons climatiques. L'apprentissage nous permet de nous y adapter. Nos cœurs doivent s'élargir pour pouvoir redonner. Merci beaucoup.
Oh, wow. Excellent, brilliant, powerful. Yeah, I know we have they say many are called, but few are chosen. I think Mr. Mubarak's got a few chosen ones here. Francine is just one of them. That was excellent. Thank you so much, sis. We really do appreciate that. And I think your community would be saying thank you too. That was the best. So I think we've come to that point where we want to round up. I'll like give back the mic to Jean because she started first. If you have a comment to make a closing remark, and after that, it will be voluntary. If somebody thinks they want to chip in something, and then I will say, welcome to my sister, Joycelyn, who just joined us, but then she's just sitting here and being beautiful. We'll let Jane speak.
Well, thank you, Comfort. I'm going to be very brief after listening to everyone's wonderful words. I just want to say that we should embrace change because we are the change. We are the change that's going to go out into the world and be the example and have that ripple effect that we've talked about of change throughout the world. So embrace it. It's the most glorious ride we could possibly be on. Thanks so much, Comfort.
Indeed, we are the change. Thank you, Jane. Thanks so much. Anybody is motivated to say something, closing remark, guys?
So,
yes, sis. Come on.
Change is necessary. Sometimes it is planned and sometimes it is not. It is igniting. We have to face changes. We must embrace change. We shouldn't be afraid of change. We cannot ignore change. Change is an investment and it is inevitable. Change is constant and good and necessary to propel to a better space.
Wow, thank you, sis. Powerful, thank you. I think that Mr. Mufara has an idea of all of these things you said, and he is doing just as pronounced. What you are doing, saying is what he's doing, and that's why we're expecting. We're very expectant because we know that he's dynamic, he's adapting to change, and he is doing just those things. So, anybody else?
Yeah, let me just add one more point. Change is when you look at our company that is coming, is coming to the world. We are not going to be greedy. If you look at the other companies that are out there, they are very greedy because they make money. They want to make money. They don't think about customers. They make money for their shareholders, for big checks. But our CEO has that tendency that he wants to bring change to this world so that companies should enjoy benefits, enjoy good applications, cheaper rate. Not only that, you know, the change that we are going to bring to the world is going to be a change that individuals, our society, all of us, we are saying the same thing all the time, but the change that is going to bring like I always say all the time, we don't go to the stock market. That is a big change. And where is the money going to come? Go to it's going to come to us to impact people's lives. So I will just be going around this topic about the change that we are going to bring. It excites me a lot, and this topic also makes me to, like, when I look into other companies, compare them with us, we are bringing change that the technology will also change our process, the way Ash has put our process together, who has built our process. It's a process that the whole world can come into it. All of us can come there, and our process is going to be updating itself. Our technology also. So that's all I have to. I just want to add on that, and it's going to improve our lives. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks so much. So I know that people do watch us on. All right, come on, bro. Go for it.
Yeah, so no, you want me to, I just want to add something, or you want to say?
Yeah. No, I'll let you.
All right. So when I look at the change that Mr. Ash Mufara is bringing, it's massive because it needs tough decision making that align with his value, his moral value, integrity, and transparency. You know, that is why he is doing what he is doing, because anything that does not align with his moral value and integrity it means nothing to Mr. Ash Mufara. Yes, he is building a platform, a massive platform for everyone to succeed. But now it is your responsibility. Do you really want to succeed with him? You know, so that is the change he is bringing, where people will earn. Like Oliver said, people should bring the day Ash will come out, people should be ready to cry. You know, bring your toil, because you will see, I think that day, people will know what this man has been through. For people, for complete strangers. Somebody said we are complete strangers. He doesn't need to do this. But why is he doing this? Maybe that day we'll know the reason why he is doing what he is doing. He said he will never give up. But honestly, I'm excited because what is coming is bigger and better. And I say, thank God that what happened. Thank God, because maybe most of us will not even be successful. So he made that decision, that massive decision, to turn everything. And now we are in a much better place than before. So Comfort, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I know that we can go on and on and on and on. And that's the excitement that's here, because we know that change is inevitable and we know what's waiting for us in future, given that our CEO is very dynamic and he's adapting to change at all forms, at all levels, however it comes. So guys, whoever is watching, let's know what you think. And we are here every Sunday, same time. Don't blink if you're already in it. Don't blink if you're hearing and you think that sounds interesting. When we're ready, you will know. And if you want to be part of it, believe me, the doors are still open. Thank you so much, team. It was a powerful job. Thank you, Sister Francine. Thanks, everybody who joined us, and see you next time.